Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? All right? All right, good. Well, I'm Terrence Wall. Welcome to the June 2026 Chambercast with the Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce right here at Bellworks. You know, when you think of Spock, do you think of Dr. Spock, or maybe for the folks that maybe go back a little way on television, you can sum up today with 4 words. Do you remember what they are? Live long and prosper, right? For the folks that remember Star Trek. So welcome to everyone here. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to introduce our guests. We're going to go around the room so you can introduce yourselves real fast. I want to give a quick shout out and a thank you to Ralph Zucker and Inspired. Thank you to the sponsors and the banner right behind us. Appreciate their support. And I wanted to thank Ming, also of Shared Universe Podcast. Always fantastic. We have excellent guests who are going to share the stories of living well and what motivates. And what you're going to hear are common themes. It's engagement and support and community and positivity and paying it forward. And you're going to hear also, we're going to talk about the science of living well and what are key things that all of us can do in any age group to live long and prosper in the true meanings of the words. I want to thank Dr. Lisa Golding-Granado for being here, Dr. Gigi, right? Yes. Carol Stillwell, Maryann Larkin, Aloisi. So what I'd like to do, Jeannie, if we could just, welcome everybody. So let's do this. Let's quickly go around the audience so you can introduce yourselves briefly. We have a lot of guests here. And by the way, we're streaming live. So if you want to let your friends know that aren't here to tune in, they're going to get fantastic information today, that news that they can use for themselves and their family and their businesses. Let's go.
Yes, we're quickly going to go around the room.
Hi, I'm Chris, owner of Subtle Healing. We do drum circles in downtown Freehold starting next Friday.
Oh, that's wonderful. Like music therapy. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Matt. I'm with the Fury Image Group, and we do all custom apparel, marketing, and branding.
Hi, I'm Gail Bonas. I am the Chamber Administrator for this great chamber, Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce. I want to thank Jeannie and Terrence for getting this together every month and the great panel we have today. Thank you for being here.
Hi, my name is Therese Rolke, and I'm the retired executive director of this fabulous chamber, and I'm an author of a book, and there'll be 4 of us speaking about that book next month, so don't miss it.
Yes, that's the last Tuesday of the month. Thank you, Therese.
Good morning, Sherilyn Przlomski. I'm the owner of Business Enhancement Services and Training Consulting. I am a certified senior HR professional and also on the board.
Good morning. I'm also on the board of the Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce. My name is Tara Demianovich, and I'm owner of Outside the Box Gifts, gift company, gift baskets. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Emily Almani, and I work for HR Consulting. We're celebrating 20 years of staffing services.
Good morning, Ann Mohammadi, board member from Lunch Break and Monmouth Park Charity Fund.
Hi, Maureen Lloyd, co-president of Monmouth Park Charity Fund and friend of Carol and Maryann. Congratulations.
And feel free to speak a little louder right into the mic so we can all hear. Thanks.
All right, see if I could get loud enough. I'm Frank Durasmo, managing partner with Lionheart Wealth Management, and we know how hard people work for their money, so we want their money to work just as hard as they do. We help people to live life by design and really enjoy their life. So.
Good morning, everyone. I am Monica Jain from Care Patrol. We help families and seniors to find independent assisted memory care communities. It's a no-cost service. And I'm serving Monmouth, Ocean, Middlesex, and parts of Atlantic County. Thank you, everyone.
Hello, my name's Oliver. I'm here from CNA Financial Group. We do holistic financial planning for individuals, families, and business owners. Glad to be here. Thank you.
My turn. My name is Lane Raposo. I work at Certified Financial Services, and we also provide holistic planning to help people and their money work for them.
Gary Gelman, Gelman Images, the official photographer of Monmouth County. They chose our photo for the cover of the Tourism magazine, celebrating 37 years.
Thank you. And thank you for the cookies today, Gary.
Hi, my name is Eliana Jaskowski with New York Life. I want to protect what matters most to you and grow with your family. If you have any questions, please come sit with me.
Thank you. And Gary has some copies of this very popular magazine, if anyone would like a copy. It's the Monmouth County Tourism Guide.
Hi, I'm Risa Baumick. I recently graduated from college, moved back here to Monmouth County, and I'm just here to meet new people and looking for my next professional opportunity.
Great. And what kind of job are you looking for, degree?
Yeah, I studied economics at Georgetown University in DC, and I'm looking for roles either in economic development or business development.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Deborah Norton from the Village Foster Closet of Homedale.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lexi Hoivold. I'm with Community Options, and we help adults with disabilities get housing and independent living with jobs.
Hi, I'm Sarah Velez. I'm the owner and founder of Operation Hope. We provide equine assisted psychotherapy at a rescue farm in Freehold, and also the clinical director at Seacrest Recovery Center for mental health and substance abuse outpatient. And this is Bella. She is a certified therapy baby.
Thank you, Bella.
So Bella's on the cutting edge of longevity.
I love that.
So we're going to be hearing from her soon.
Tough act to follow there. My name is Sal. I'm also with CNA Financial. We help people prepare for the day they get their last paycheck.
Hi, I'm Anita Vogt from Brookdale Community College, and I'm also on the Long Branch City Council.
Okay, welcome.
I'm Judy Musa. I'm with HABCOR here with my colleague Debbie Heptick. We're the largest organization providing permanent supportive housing at the Jersey Shore for formerly homeless folks. Thank you, Carol and Maryann, for all of your support.
I'm the one she just said, Debbie Heptig, HABCOR.
Thanks, Deb.
Hi, I'm Rosalie from CSAV Systems. We design and install commercial sound and video systems.
Hi, Glenn DeLakian. I own CSAV Systems. We help you look better and sound better with commercial sound and video systems. I'm also an author who wrote a book called Everything to Stand. Love to share the card with you.
Thank you, Glenn. Glenn does so much for the community. Thank you for all you do. Angie.
Good morning. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm Angela Ashley. I'm with Acela Healthcare in Monmouth County in Manalapan.
Thank you. Did I miss anyone? So many. Oh, Kim Keating. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, hold on.
Hi, I'm Kim Keating, and I'm the founder of the 50 Factor, and we are a networking and empowerment community for midlife women who are in late 40s, 50s, early 60s, who are ready to create their best career and personal lives.
Thank you. Thank you. And I missed someone over here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good morning. Did you know you were born with a self-sabotage trait? So my name is Dr. Philip Agrios, 30 years of researching thousands of people. I found a way to switch it off instantly so that your success in your personal and professional life is guaranteed. Thank you.
Thank you. And many organizations and businesses have a difficult time cutting through the clutter and amplifying what they do. And that's what I can do for your business or your organization. I own Tap Into, and I publish for Monmouth County. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And when I'm not your humble host, I'm a VP with Marsh McLennan over in Red Bank, insurance broker. So I want to thank everyone for being here today. You're going to get some powerful information. And really, life is about a journey, right? So you're going to hear folks, and all of us are on that journey, and trials and tribulations and different things. But there's also a tremendously emerging field that's here now. It's on longevity, and not just the science and lifestyles, and all of the different things are connected to it. So you're going to hear common themes, but you decide what you're going to learn today, because I know this is going to be one of the most powerful hours we ever had with the Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce Chambercast. I want to introduce our guests. Dr. Lisa Golding-Granado is a board-certified internal medicine physician and member of the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine, A4M, that's the acronym, advanced training in hormone replacement therapy and longevity medicine. She earned her medical degree from Cornell University Medical College and completed her residency in New York Presbyterian Hospital, New York City. Blending traditional internal medicine with evidence-based preventative approaches, focuses on optimizing health span, addressing root causes of age-related decline, and supporting personalized hormone and metabolic health for both men and women. Importantly, women, like you're going to allude to later on, is how do we get up to speed on some of the things that we're not up to speed on in 2026. Dr. Gigi serves as the Chief Medical Officer for Seratonin Anti-Aging Centers. Shout out to Eric Castleberry and his family, who we've known for years. And that's a national company, and she's co-owner of the Colts Neck, New Jersey location. She leads physician education in longevity and wellness care. Her clinical philosophy emphasizes proactive, patient-centered treatment and science-backed strategies that she'll chat about today that enhance vitality, performance, and long-term well-being, which is important for any age group, and men and women, and boys and girls. She lives in Monmouth County with her family and continues to practice medicine while serving as a national medical educator. Famous Carol Stillwell and her twin sister, who's here with us today. I want to introduce her and Maryann. Both need no introduction, but if you'll indulge me. Carol is the owner, president, and CEO of Stillwell Hansen Incorporated, a leader in data center infrastructure solutions, providing power, precision, cooling, fire protection, and HVAC systems. She joined the company in 64, became president in 91, and guided its growth into one of New Jersey's top-ranked companies, earning recognition for business excellence and customer service, and she wears it and lives it every day, just like her sister. Over her decades of leadership, she's been consistently named among New Jersey's top women business leaders while expanding the company's reputation for expertise and innovation in the industry. And that's just the start of it, really. Beyond her business leadership, Carol, along with her sister Maryann, they're deeply committed to philanthropy, paying it forward, supporting so many charities and nonprofits and individuals in the local community because they care, because they want the world to be a better place. Carol's service and impact have earned her numerous honors. She serves on multiple boards, many of which keep her involved, along with Maryann, among regular fundraising events. They're always on the move. And congratulations to Maryann on the recent success of the Colts Neck Kentucky Derby fundraiser. And Carol, who was just honored at right here, the Monmouth County 250 Gala with the Patriotic Citizens Award. Congratulations to both of you. And just sharing an additional item, Maryann's philanthropic efforts began many years ago with the Riverview Medical Foundation's Ride for Riverview campaign. And for the folks that remember that resounding success, raised more than $750,000 for the Jane H. and John Marshall Booker Cancer Center at Riverview over several years. Too many honors were bestowed on these leaders. However, Maryann was also honored the 2025 Cindy Van Brunt Humanitarian Recipient. Thank you both for your amazing work with nonprofits. The impact is absolutely immeasurable, and thank you for being here today. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And not to be outdone, as you walk through the doors, you heard the tickling of the keys from our Renaissance man, Aloisi. Al's life has been defined by lifelong learning, service, and staying active. Born in the Bronx to an Italian immigrant father and American-born mother, he began his career immediately after high school in data processing, built a 37-year career as a computer operator, programmer, systems analyst, IT manager, and consultant. Served 7 years in the National Guard. Thank you for your service. And at age 44, while raising his family, earned dual degrees in management science and computer science from Kean University. And at 55, successfully launched his second career as an independent insurance advisor. He continues to embrace new challenges. You may or may not know that he's a nationally ranked, anybody want to take a guess? Tennis player. Nationally ranked tennis player, certified tennis instructor, boys and girls tennis coach at Monmouth Regional. This is paying it forward, right? Tennis coach at Monmouth Regional High School, where he also serves as a substitute teacher. He's the creator of homophone.com, which is a widely used online resource for English learners. That's excellent. Licensed real estate referral associate, and even, no shock to all of us here, appeared in pharmaceutical print ads as a Barbizon-trained model. So this guy's the man. Do you drive a Bronco or a Jeep? Because that's all I'm hearing about now from my girls. Al plays piano at St. Anne's Church in Keansburg and every Friday evening at Cugini Restaurant in Middletown. Remains active in many community organizations, including the Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce right here, where he's been the longtime master of ceremonies for the weekly Percolator networking. And family has always been the center of Al's life. Through joy and loss, he has remained devoted to all those he loves. His first wife died suddenly, leaving Al with 3 children, having to lead his family forward. But together now, and with his wife Nancy, they've been happily married for 52 years. Congratulations. Proud father of 5 grandchildren, and father of 5, grandfather of 5, and great-grandfather of 12. So he takes live long and prosper to the limit. Al, you're living example of what we want to embody in ourselves and doing the best that we can and have it's just such a multi-purposed, value-based, and passion-driven life. Yes.
About Nancy and what she says.
Yes, and sorry?
So what Nancy says. My wife.
Oh yes. Oh, Nancy jokingly sums up it best with all of these wonderful family members. They're all his fault. Well said, Nancy. So you ready to get started? You got now you know. So I want to just start with right to my right with my great friend Carol, because Dr. G, you're involved in the science behind these things, and so and you're now
yes.
so you're surrounded by folks who are really living examples of
what I'm doing clinically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So Carol, talk to us. What drives you? And then and you know when it works out great is when my mouth is shut and you guys are all talking. But what drives you? You have so much that keeps you going and a variety of things in life. Tell us.
Well, I think, is this on? I think. Can you hear me? Yes. Oh, good. I usually have a loud voice without a mic, so I'll give this a shot. I think what really drives me is living in the moment. Living in the moment. Not that the past is not important, but living in the moment. A long time ago, I won't go into the details, I was in a very bad accident and they gave me my last rites. I was in a coma for about 6 weeks, came through that coma, and this haircut is a product of it, just so you know. When I came out of the coma, a lot of the trauma, I went to comb my hair, the hair started to break off. I called my beautician and said, what do I do? And he said, just shampoo with L'Oreal, whatever it is, magnesium, or do whatever you have to do. And I said, okay. My grandmother walked into the room, and I said, Grandma, my hair, look at my hair. And she said to me, Carol, when God gives you lemons, you make lemonade. I have kept this haircut for all those years as a constant reminder of being present in the moment, that every day is a gift. Every day is a gift. And reach out to anybody who needs something. I'm there in the moment every day. And when you talk about live well and prosper, you think about being prosperous, and I think about being prosperous and being able to reach the community and know that as I live every day, that I'm here for everybody. That's my prosper.
Well said. Thank you. Maryann, you want to jump in there? Go ahead.
Oh, let me start. Maryann's going to say, Carol speaks for me, but I will tell you, she has more to say than I do generally. So you jump right in there.
No, you have always spoke for me all our lives, especially when we were in school. I couldn't even give an oral book report, and she'd start talking, and we were in the same class. She got kicked out, and I had to start over, and I got a D.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, yeah, another thing. She
She
volunteered me for everything. She put me in a Miss Unico contest, and I had to walk across the stage in a bathing suit. And I was an introvert. I never spoke. I used to walk down the streets looking straight ahead. People would beat their horn, and I keep going. I wouldn't wave to anybody.
Tell them she was a finalist, and she was right up to the final. And guess what she had to do? You tell them.
I had to smile. I walked across the stage petrified. I couldn't even say hello.
She was reserved.
And you know, it's interesting, twins. And now, if somebody asks you, Maryann, what's your favorite color, would you tell them what her favorite color is?
Oh, she spoke for me all our lives.
What is your favorite color? Generally, she likes to wear black or blue.
Yeah, but when we were young, it was purple.
And life gives us a little bit of black and blue from time to time, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Now, so, Dr. G, you have the twins, different person.
And Al.
Well, yeah.
Oh, and I might say, I want to say something. Al is the oldest in this group. Now, he reminded me of that a couple of years ago when I said I was the oldest in the group. Al corrected me, and I'm pleased to say I am not the oldest. Al is, and then my sister, because she's 8 minutes older than me.
Go ahead, Al.
I'm way older than her.
But what I was alluding to, and Al, you can speak to this. So, the twins, different personalities, but same drive, same determination, right? So the point being is that regardless of your personality and some of your God-given talents and different things like that, from all walks of life, the common denominator is living well, longevity, and but also being aware of what the current metrics are, so you know the science behind longevity, the science behind these things, so at any age you can propel yourself forward and address concerns as they come up. Dr. G, would you like to tip it off there?
Well, Terrence, if you mean at any age you can tap into longevity, yes, I will use your company. But yes, so there's a science behind what we try to do at Seratonin. There's a science behind longevity. And it's really a little bit for a long time. Movement, staying engaged and active, having a passion for your family, a passion for services, optimizing your weight, and that does not always mean weight loss. Often it does. Optimizing your hormones, staying engaged cognitively, mentally, and having a desire to want to live and live better, if not necessarily longer, live better. So longevity for us at Seratonin is not necessarily always looking to live longer, but to live your best life as long as you have it. And to do that, you do need hormones, weight, immunity reduction, cellular recovery. You have to know the right supplements, the right peptides. There's a formula, a scientific.
And for folks who listen,
Yeah.
they're like, that really sounds great. I don't really know what you're talking about. Where do I start? How do I even know that I'm not optimized? Where do you begin?
You really do have to start with a comprehensive panel, blood work, body biometrics. You have to be in front of a trained provider who understands this, someone who knows how to tell you, how to guide you, who will work with you and listen to you, not just talk at you, the way I will admit traditional medicine does have a bad habit of talking down to patients or talking at patients, but working collaboratively with your provider who's trained in this space and can customize or curate a program or plan for you. And that's part of what we do at Seratonin, is first get to know the patient, get to know their lab work comprehensively, not just the standard panel, and explain normals for patients, because we hear this a lot, where patients come to us for consultation and they're told, oh, I did my workup with my primary and everything is normal, but I don't feel great, I don't feel myself, I can't lose weight, my sex drive is off, life is painful, I'm having UTIs, my bones hurt, my memory is foggy, my hair is changing, I don't feel myself, I can't get rid of the belly fat. Those aren't normal. Those are clinical signs that something's off, and a well-trained provider knows how to get you from where you are to where you want to be, so that longevity in the end is your goal and you accomplish that.
And speaking about longevity, many times in life we have there are points where you need to pivot, and sometimes by choice and sometimes by force or by life. Al, you pivoted several times, whether it's sports related or career related. Can you speak to pivoting and that part of life's journey and how it's helped you learn and grow?
Sure. Started out right out of high school and become computer operator and so on. I only did that for 37 years. And then things changed. I was a consultant at Merrill Lynch, and what happened was I had a big bond thing going on. Well, anyway, I left there because 2,000 consultants were let go at the time, and I was one of those 2,000 consultants. So I started a new career in the insurance business, and Terrence will attest. I started at the bottom. When you start at the bottom as an agent, you really are, at low. So I built up a little business, and now I run my own business right here in Homedale, right out of my home. I went independent because I think when you're independent, after a few years with a company, I left. So now I work strictly for myself. No, I changed that. I strictly work for you because the insurance companies work for me because I can get the best rates for you for everything. Insurance companies, life, health, and annuities, and those things.
When did you start playing piano?
Oh, I started playing the piano on a little toy piano when I was 5 years old, okay? But then at 6 years old, I started picking up songs by ear. My sister, rest her soul, she used to read and play, and the music was on the piano. She was 6 years older than me, and she played, and I learned a little bit that way, but a lot on my own. I pick up most of my songs by ear, because I know the chords and the structures and things like that. If you notice, I only play with the playlist on the job. I could play 3 hours without playing the same song twice or whatever. And a little of this, and a little of that. I don't blast anybody out of their skulls, even with my keyboard. You can talk. If you ever go to a wedding and you can't hear the person next to you, that's not me. It's nice, easy listening.
And also being a tennis pro, you know, Dr. G, we were go ahead, talk to that.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, I started playing tennis when I was 15 a little bit, but I really started seriously when I was in my 30s. And I started playing tennis. I've been playing over 55 years now. I played Saturday and Sunday. I'm still playing tennis, by the way, as well as coaching. So it's helping me, go. It's one of my activities.
Well, and because I wanted to dive a little bit into the mind-body connection, right? I was talking to Dr. G yesterday. A lot of folks exercise, so many don't, and we're talking about hormones and also folks that are on different types of therapies, and maybe Lexapro, maybe other different dynamics out there, and how exercise ties in to the mind-body. It's really, we're one person, right? How does that tie together, and what are the longevity techniques, and whether it's hormone balancing and these things on the next frontier, GLP-1s, we're talking about GLP-3s. Retatrutide, I believe, is one of the, something on the horizon here. Can you speak to the importance of exercise, the mind-body connection, and what are some of the peptide story that folks are reading about commonly now, and how does that integrate?
So, great question, actually. Exercise is currently viewed as just a way to lose weight, but exercise is so much more than that. It's a way to train and preserve musculature. It's a way to heal your body, heal your mind. Exercise has a direct, exercise when done right has a direct link to how your mind, body works. Exercise helps you heal. So when we advise our clients on exercise, our programs, our clients all have access to a health coach. When we advise patients, clients on exercise, we really want to optimize their physicality, help build lean muscle, help get rid of visceral fat, or at least help them train to get rid of visceral fat, help them understand that cognitively, emotionally, physically, hormonally, immunely, every aspect of medical physiology, exercise plays a part in making that body better. Not just the mind-body connection, but certainly making the overall body better. You mentioned Lexapro, which is an antidepressant. Exercise is a great complement for people who have depression, and in fact, I think it was 2024, I might geek out a little bit here, there was a meta-analysis done on the importance of utilizing exercise as part of an antidepressant approach. So it plays a part there as well. You mentioned in your question about the GLP-1s and the soon-to-be G3 product, which is retatrutide, not yet released, so I won't speak about it. It has been approved. It is in front of the FDA for approval. They have released phase 3 trials. Again, I can geek out, but this is probably not the forum to do that. Retatrutide is a very exciting up-and-coming GLP-1, but we have great products now that work very well with exercise. And I love that you brought up the GLP-1s because they've become weight loss products, but they're so much more than that. And they can be great tools for people looking to establish longevity because they do help in reducing obesity, controlling appetite, controlling impulse. And we can really get into it maybe at another podcast on GLP-1s and their benefits medically. And then finally, how this all ties into longevity. And again, I believe in longevity as it speaks to health span, being healthy as long as you can for the life you have, not just necessarily tacking on years. And to your point, exercise and weight loss, hormonal optimization is part of that story.
And staying briefly on hormones, for men and women, how is it affecting or impacting their mental clarity, their energy, and their mood? And because if any of those things are a concern, you can now determine, right, whether that's a root issue and what you can do to ameliorate those things.
Terrence, if your hormones ain't right, you ain't right. I mean, as simple as that. If your hormones are not optimized, you are not feeling good. If your hormones are not optimized, you're not having great, phenomenal sex with great orgasms. If your hormones aren't working right, your muscles aren't right. If your hormones aren't right, your body structure, your self-confidence. And I think you kind of always know the people on hormones because they talk like I do. And they're all about it because we feel good when it's done right. We get to the gym, we work out, we eat right, we're inspired because our hormones are optimized. But again, I get it. It's now part of the new conversation, hormones. Hormone optimization is not new, but we're doing it now better. We have bioidentical hormones. We have debunked a lot of the old myths. We have data now to debunk a lot of the old myths about hormones. We're focusing on women's health, finally. We're focusing on women's health and the importance of hormonal health for women. This is a journey we're all going to have to take, and every one of you here is responsible for making sure you're ambassadors of that story. But certainly, again, at Seratonin, we really do try to share the message for male and female hormone optimization as it complements weight management, as it complements cellular recovery, as it complements the entire story for longevity.
Thank you for that. I want to thank you. For Carol and Maryann, you're involved in countless organizations giving back. What drives that, and when you see the result of improving the lives and outlook for others? Because you also, both of you, have boundless energy to do well and do good for others. And you have different personalities, right? Over the years, it's complemented each other. Like, what lessons have you learned over the years just from being twins? So it's like, really, what's driving in the philanthropy? What drives that? Because really, you're a leader in that space. Both of you are leaders in that space. And how does that tie to what pushes you forward? And how can others emulate that?
I think for me, does everybody hear me okay? Is Maryann and I are quite different, quite candidly. And anybody that knows us, I mean, I'm comfortable with speaking. Maryann's not necessarily, because she doesn't believe in herself. I believe in myself. Maryann is really good at speaking. She understands the journey she's been on. But what's great about, I think, Maryann and I, we have a balance. I'm kind of a visionary in the sense that I seem to look into the community, the things that I want to do or want to get done or what's needed in the community. And then I turn to Maryann and say, when are you going to get it done? Anybody that knows us will know that. It is what it is. And that's what's such a great balance. I tell the story that when I look at our journey, and we soon will be 80 in three and a half months, both of us. Again,
big birthday coming.
Yeah. Maryann is 8 minutes older, though, I might remind you, okay?
Of course.
And soon to be 80. I think about the journey, and I think about, when Al said that life is like, he said, he's rerouted himself many times. I use the phrase, life is like a GPS. It's always recalculating our route. And sometimes we're going down a road that we really love, and it says there's a detour. And I go, I don't want to take that detour. This road has been really quite nice. But you find when you take that turn, that you find another road and another path that's just more beautiful. So every day that I look into this community, and I realize that the years in front of me are far less than the years behind me. And what I say to myself is, I want to leave this world with my good name. And I want to leave this name with talking about prosperity. I talk about prosperity in my name and what we've done for the gift that has been given to us. That we're here soon to be 80 years old. Our community means so much to us. We are very involved, and many of the people are here today. Monmouth Park Charities, all of the people that are here, the HMH people from this, everybody's here that we engage with, and we reach out, but they reach out too. And they know we're a great team. We are a great team. I can see my Monmouth Park Charities there. I'm looking at Maureen, I'm looking at, you wave, say hello, come on. You guys are great. But what I'm saying is we're blessed. We are blessed. And I will say that
I'm still here.
Maryann will say. She has a little story to tell you. Go ahead.
Let's hear it. Yes, please.
Okay. In 2012, I was setting up an auction for Ashley Lauren, Kids with Cancer. And Dr. Nam's wife, Annie, said to me, Maryann, I don't like that cough. Why don't you come in the office on Monday and I'll have Ken check you out? I said, okay. when I came in, he took blood work. He says to me, "You know you're anemic?" I said, "No." He says, "Are you bleeding anywhere?" I said, "No." He said, "Have you ever had a colonoscopy?" I said, "No." So he sent me for an MRI, and he didn't like it, so him and his wife literally took me for another MRI because they were looking for cancer on my colon and my liver. Well, I was diagnosed with stage 4 colon and liver cancer in February of 2012. They put me in the hospital the 27th, prepped me the 28th, and operated on me the 29th. My operation was 9 hours, and I was in Jersey Shore 5 weeks. Now, I've had my last blood work last August, and I was told by Annie that my blood work came back as if I never had cancer. I am, considering I say 12 years cancer-free. But you don't know. You don't know when I was sitting in chemo, and you go there, and we were in a small office, you go there, and who's there for the third time, who's not there the next time you go back, it's frightening. So my sister was so kind enough, because I was so afraid with everything, that she donated an infusion center at Riverview Hospital in the Booker Building because of my cancer, so that other people can have a better feeling and not be afraid like I was. And you can't believe when people come up to you and say, "I was in your infusion center, and when I saw your name, thank you for what you did because you made me feel it like I was part of your family." And that's part of what we are, how we can give back to people, because it means a lot to us. We're involved with so many people with cancer and other organizations that we're involved in, but the cancer part really touches me.
Thank you for that. That's incredible. And thank you, and congratulations. And over 8 decades, and Al, you've got, I think, a decade maybe on that. I'm not quite sure.
That's 9.
But well, are there?
The last few decades went right by. Let me tell you.
And we learn life lessons over time. Are there any life lessons that you would share that you would have liked to have learned earlier? For example, for yourself, Al, Maryann, or Carol, that you say, I would have liked to know that when just learning life lessons. You say that, and basically that helps inform the folks that are watching, streaming live, or here today to learn and say, you know what I took from this meeting? I took this life lesson that I learned today at Bellworks, and catch up on a decade or two, right? Would you be able to share a lesson that you wish you learned earlier, or just that you want to share?
Well, I think you wanted to just do what you love to do. Okay, and do that as a passion, and then I'm never bored, okay, because I pursue this and I pursue that, and I use them as professions and avocations rather than just hobbies, and each of those are income producing, and I just don't want to retire. Retirement is not in my vocabulary, so that's what keeps me going. I mean, and the more I do, the more people ask me to do things, really. So that's what I think. Just do what you really love, and you've heard the expression, and you never work a day in your life, and that's pretty much it.
Thank you, Alka.
Yeah, I'd like. Yeah, I would like to say, to point to that is, I get up every morning, and I was reminded by my mom, believe in yourself. From the very point that I wanted to own my own contracting business, women were not in contracting, but I was going to start that way and get there eventually. That has certainly materialized, and that opportunity has been able to give me the ability to do many of the things that I do today. But it's believing in yourself. If you get up and you don't believe, you're never going to move forward. You have to believe. And I will tell you, that journey has taken me all the way to today, and as we said, we will celebrate our 80th birthday.
You have to stay active.
You have to stay active. You have to be engaged. The greatest feeling is the gift of giving, and that giving doesn't necessarily mean about money. The greatest gift that you can give to people is your time and your heart. That speaks volumes.
Maryann?
There's a lot of times we're around people, and people will say to my sister, "Well, if I had your money," and she'll say, "Well, you don't know what I have." But like she said, people who give their time, because time is precious, because we don't know if we're going to be here tomorrow. Trust me, I know that experience, because I lived it when I was younger, and so did Carol when she didn't know if she was going to get through that accident that she had. So people always say to me, how are you doing today? I say, it's a good day, I got up today. I can't dwell on what happened. Nobody should dwell on what happened. You have to look forward to the future and the next day. And if you get up with the attitude, it's a good day, I got up today, I'm still here.
Thank you for that. You know, Dr. G, you're not just here as a doctor, you're here as a girl, came a young lady, went to medical school. Yes. What would you say to that lessons learned and over time?
I love these stories for these young folks, and I think I was inspired as well. Growing up in New York, Cornell was not easy, residency was not easy, but honestly, as you said, Al, and I lived for a moment in the Bronx as well. Growing up, I lived in Parkchester. I have to say, you do have to find something deep inside of you that gets you inspired every day, that lets you look past the obstacles and to the end result. And I think it fuels my practice today. It fuels our mission at Seratonin. We want to share that message. We give of our time. We want to share that message. I want to share that message, that find that thing, find your why, find that thing inside of you that inspires you, grab onto it, do not let go, and keep riding that journey all the way. It is a hell of a ride, but hang on, it's going to be a good one.
Thank you for that.
Sure.
And in a few minutes, we're going to open up to questions, and then we're going to have some closing comments. So there are folks that are that believe that and want to do that,
yes,
and then hit roadblocks. And so
there's going to be roadblocks.
Right. And so, but what I'm leading into it there is the complementary medicine and tying into the technology of today, whether it be GLP-1s, whether it be the mental health supports and reducing stigma and folks reaching out to help where they need.
Yeah.
For the folks that are, for today and from your background in longevity, what are the different aspects of medicine that can help folks to fix some of those gaps so they can really drive into where their passion is and help them move through that piece. There are folks that will never take any medicine, don't take an Advil. And,
right.
But what are the aspects of our hormonal therapies or baseline blood work, expanded blood work, and that type of either self-care or care under the guidance of longevity medicine should folks be thinking about as adjuncts to the motivational commentary and really get up by your bootstraps?
Yeah.
What do you say to that?
You have to want it first. You have to want to feel and be better. You can lead the horse to water, of course. We all know that statement. Our clients want to be better and have been told, it's okay, just accept menopause, you're getting older, that knee is never going to get better, you're never going to lose the belly fat. Just buy a ton of KY jelly, you'll be all right, accept the UTIs. I mean, if you know, you know, right? However, if you really do have a passion on wanting to live your best life, your future best life, as this wonderful panel, including our host, have been talking about, you have to then seek out the right provider that will help you in that journey, that will listen and work with you for that journey. It's not always hormones, although hormone preservation and optimization is a fundamental part of that. But we do have clients who are using supplements the right way, peptides the right way, NAD, infusion therapy. We have clients who see us sometimes purely for aesthetic services, but they look great and they feel great from it. And that's, find your why, grab onto it, and move forward. Partner with a great clinician, someone who understands you, who listens, who pays attention, as you gave that great example, and helps and guides and works with you to your recovery and longevity. That's what we believe in. That's what I believe in.
Thank you. Anyone have any thoughts on that? Oh, great. So, Jeannie, let's open up to some questions, please, and then we're gonna find out what the next big thing is from our fantastic panel.
So this question is for Carol, but it probably applies to all of you. Carol, you've been a great mentor to me for many years, dear friend, of course. But I'd like to just have you speak to mentorship and how important it is to find someone that you can look up to and follow.
The question is the importance of mentorship and finding folks that can help you advance on your journey, and as you obviously would pay it forward later on. How important is finding mentors and working with mentors and being a mentor?
No question. Glenn, we know each other a long time, and in our journey, we have actually given every day to each other. I mean, there isn't a day that I wake up that there's not a note from Glenn that says, "How are you today?" And he concludes by saying, "God bless you." And I know that he's looking after us up there without a question. But mentorship, there's several people in this audience here today that have been great mentors. Maureen, Monmouth Park Charities, I want to say, I mean, she leads the way as far as I'm concerned. Her late husband, John, was a great guy. And we couldn't think of anything better that we could do in honoring him too, is to be able to build the infusion center over at Riverview Hospital. That's where I first met John. So I've met a lot of people along the way, but each one of you, just so you understand, give more back to me than I believe I give to you in every day. And that's my goal in life. When I leave this world, as I said, and I'm not ready to leave it yet, I will leave it with not anything but my good name. And that's the most valuable asset that I have, is my good name and the community that helped me build it through their mentorship, every one of you that are here.
And it's a great name. It's a fantastic name. Yes, Jeannie.
Dr. G, what is your philosophy as well as your clinic about testosterone supplementation for women?
Love you. That's 2 podcasts. We would need to sit together. There is not enough being done to educate women on women's health, to inform women about the importance of all aspects of hormone therapy, and to educate women and men about the importance of testosterone therapy for women. Yes, a lot of the conversation about testosterone originated in the bro science world, but testosterone is fundamental for muscle health, for cognitive preservation. It inspires you, it inspires me, and our clients always have the oh my gosh moment after being started on the right dose and the right kind of testosterone therapy. Not enough exists in the literature. We want more, we need more science. And I was just pointing out earlier before the panel started that as of 2026, we can put people on the moon. Mm-hmm. We have testosterone formulations for men. We have none for women. None. As fundamental as it is to a woman's longevity, we have no approved formulation for women. We get it done, but we have to MacGyver that. But it is fundamental for women's health. All aspects of hormonal therapy is fundamental to women's health, and I am not coming off of my testosterone ever.
Thank you. Jeannie, thank you for that.
You know what I'd like to say? I would like to say that Monmouth Park, I want to say Monmouth.
Good question.
Regional.
Right over here.
Monmouth Regional.
Yeah. They do wonderful things. I could envision you being there because it is about women.
Absolutely.
And it's women helping women.
Oh, if you know, you know.
For sure, definitely. Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce.
The Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, we do amazing. I still say we. We do amazing work here, and that's what I wanted to talk about for longevity.
Yes.
Is collaboration and connection.
It's important.
It helps you to thrive in your lifetime,
Yep.
and we'd be lost without it.
Yes, I
so
agree.
It's really important. So definitely connect to the chamber and be a part of it, because it's really going to help your business and help you personally in your life. I just also want to say thank you to Carol. You know I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for who you are and everybody, all the work that you do. And Maryann, I love you too, and Al. And Dr. G, I want to get to know you better. Because I have some ideas
Absolutely.
to give you a platform to preach about this. And Maybe the chamber will let you speak at a women in business luncheon.
Absolutely. I would love to.
Just thought I'd throw it all out there.
Thank you.
Thank
Any
you.
other questions?
Another question?
Okay, Cheryl Lynn.
Cheryl Lynn.
I was thinking that. It's so funny, like, and I'm like, Tara and I are like this, but no, but from, Tara and I and these ladies here, thank you, Carol. You've really lifted us, and Maryann, and everything you've done for the chamber, for the blind citizens now we're involved in, and everybody else, and Al, you've always been an inspiration. I go up to you and I'm like, how do you do it? So, but thank you, because the giving is what it's all about, and you lift when you get around the people that are also giving and lifting. So thank you.
There you go. Any other questions?
One more question? Okay, great. Hi, welcome.
Oh, over here? Okay,
There we
thank
go.
you.
Hi.
Thank you.
I was just curious about any advice you have for the younger generations that are entering in the workforce and how to better network in this age of like social media and how it's growing and such.
Yeah. Advice for the next generation entering the workforce and social media and thoughts and ideas.
What? Yeah, without a question, it is about mentorship. It's about attending as many events as you can, because you'll be surprised that you'll be having a conversation with somebody you didn't know, and the next thing you know, you've met somebody that just piques what it is or the direction you want to go. So I strongly say it's about networking. There's a half a dozen people, maybe a dozen people in this room that you can network right now.
Chamber of Commerce is a good one.
Right, the Chamber of Commerce, absolutely, without a question.
Yes,
Carol. Does that answer? And
Yes,
I'll give you my business card.
Oh, I can't
You
wait.
can join me at any of the events, and you'll really network.
Perfect.
Yes, thank you. And Carol, I know you had said this many times too, and it's what I believe. Really involve yourself with the nonprofits, with the charity world, and everything will just start to come together, because you meet the best people, and you have a shared mission, and it makes you feel good about what you're doing. And like I think you all said on the panel, you need to feel good about what you're doing.
Yeah.
And really just start to network with the nonprofit community, and it'll all come together.
I would just add to that, part of your question is answered by your physical presence here.
Yes.
Being physically present is critical. Texting, fine. Emails, wonderful. Social media, that's all great. Physical presence beats all of it.
Oh, it does.
Hands down.
Absolutely.
So humanity still matters, right? Human connections still matter. Thankfully, still matter. Yes. Was there something else, Carol?
No, your point is well taken. My director of operations reminded me that from April 1st to the end of June, I had 42 events to be at.
Wow.
42 events. And this was the conclusion of I think we're at the end of June. So now I'm going to start all over again. But everything that I've learned from many of the people that are here today. And what drives me is to know that the next, just like you just spoke and said, you need to be present in the moment and be where you are. And look I'm going to give you my business card. You're going to attend the next 42 events, okay?
And now one event they're having is a bit on the small side. It's their 80th birthday party, and what is that? I think you only have a few. It's 540 available tickets.
That is true. It is true. Actually, we leased the entire Basie and Vogel Theater, and so I thought I could have all these people, but I could only have 540, Maryann and I, because it starts at the Vogel, and that's where the cocktail reception.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, we'll just fill the other side,
Yeah.
but it doesn't work that way. So it's only 540.
See, I wanted to back up my cognitive ability to remember that number from the prior meeting.
You got it.
So, folks, thank you so much for being here. What we're going to do?
We
we're
have
not
one more
done-
question.
We have another. Oh, Gary, hey, what's up?
Question. This is for Carol. We're having fun with Carol. So, several years ago, I did a video shoot in Carol's office, and it was on a Friday. And at 4 o'clock, they start bringing out the wine.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us how you work socially and how you mix the two in your boardroom and have wine.
Well, I really believe it's interesting, because my late husband, Gordon, often said that wine actually is a part of bringing people together. And I didn't drink wine at that point in time. And so when Gordon passed, we converted his office into a walk-in wine room. There's 2,000 bottles there. A lot of people in this room know there's 2,000 bottles there, and a lot of people in this room have been there to celebrate. And I have a feeling that a lot of people in this room will be coming to Fernwood Avenue in Edison, New Jersey to visit Stillwell Hansen and taste a little bit of Gordon's wine.
That's a great story. Thank you, Gary, for adding that. So, yes, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Maryann, of course, the wind beneath my wings here, wants to remind everybody that we have an Oktoberfest for Bayshore. Yeah.
Oh, what are the details, Maryann? Go ahead.
Right ahead, Mayor.
The event is October 9th. It's at Stillwell Stables on the horse farm where Carol owns and I live, and it's to benefit Bayshore Hospital. And if you reach out to Robin and Carol's office, and they can give more information on it.
You just say 1-800-DIAL-ROBIN. The people that know Robin will understand why I say that. You know, I have the vision, and Robin gets it done. Trust me when I tell you. It's a mentorship. Thank you.
That's awesome. And that's part of the next big thing piece. So we'd like to wrap up. We're going to go start with Al. We're going to come right by this way, and Carol's going to close us out. Is what's the next big thing for you, and also how do folks reach you? And lastly, what's your key message for folks leaving today to think about when it comes to just really grabbing life by the horns, so to speak, and owning it?
Real simple. You can liken it to tennis. And what is the most important point in tennis? Anybody want to answer that question? It's the next point you're about to play. And what that means, it works in business the same way. It's the next thing you're going to do. And it's not just me. I mean, I intend to continue as much as I can for as long as I can. And basically, that's it. And also, youth has no age.
Okay, Al.
Well said, Al. Thank you. Dr. G. And how do folks reach you, too? You know?
I can be reached at Seratonin Centers right here in Colts Neck. Well, I'm in Homedale now, but right in Colts Neck, New Jersey. I'll pass my cards and some flyers around. There you go. I guess my message is find your why, but also the second part of my message, inspired by Al, is it's never too young to start being well, looking forward to your longevity. You can have this vision at 18. You can be inspired to be committed to longevity as a little high schooler as I was. So it's never too early. And ask questions. Don't trust the word normal. Ask questions and be inspired by your own why. Maryann.
Thank you. Maryann.
Well, like Caroline just said, the Bayshore event is my best and newest thing that's coming in October. But other than our birthday at the Basie.
Well, what would you tell folks? You know, the as far as a message on, you know, living the life that they want and owning their present and their future.
Well, you know. Carol and I, everybody looks at Carol and they think, oh, well, if I had your money. People don't realize that Carol and I grew up, our mother was a waitress, our dad worked in a factory. My mother wore $2 shoes, so Carol and I had clothes to go to school. But every weekend we went to the orphanage in the next town and bought stuff because my mother said that no matter what we had or didn't have, somebody had less. And even if we had the toy for a week, we had to give it away. My mother said they needed it more than we did. So we started really, when we were young, learning that other people are more important, that they need stuff. And if you can teach children today, you know, a lot of kids today, they get things that we try to give them more than what we had. But a lot of kids today, if we can teach them from when they're young to give back, that's important because the kids today don't realize that, to help other people, even if it's just helping of their time to go help somebody that needed something.
Well said, Maryann. Thank you for that. Carol, you going to bring us home here? Yeah.
Yes, I will. I have just one word, and it has, what is my why? Look in this room. My why every day when I get up is my community and giving back as much that has been given to me. That's my why.
Love it.
Well said. Thank you so much. Well, I want to thank Al and Dr. G, Maryann, you're awesome, and Carol. the famous Carol. And want to thank you so much for being here, folks. Can we give everyone, including yourselves, a nice round of applause? Thank you so much for being here at the Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce Chambercast. I'm Terrence Wall, honored to be here. Have a fantastic day. And that, folks, is a wrap.